Done by Dorothy, and we are here today to sort of do the intro for our February Journal With Me series that we do, sort of journaling along with me as we do our step-by-step series. You know, stay tuned. There will be towards the end, after the intro, where I talk about the digitals and stuff, we will go through on how to set up your journal. That we will be doing a ring journal, a ring bound journal. So we'll start with that. This is our digitals. For February, we're doing For the Love of Australia. Again, you know, they've experienced so much horrid loss of their, you know, the landscape, the animals, people, just across the board, you know. So we wanted to do something sort of in salute or in support of them. The Done by Dorothy channel did. So we came up with the For Love of Australia kit that we're doing. And this is going to basically deal with animals. By animals, I mean like land type animals, mammals, birds, that type of thing. So, you know, I'll show you a couple pages. There are 20 pages with this freebie kit. They are mostly main base pages. We will be adding ephemera as we go. You know, there's a ton of stuff here. So you can print these out in 8.5. You can print them out or in a standard 8.5 by 11, A4, you know, whatever type page you want to. You know, if you want smaller images, you know, you want to do a smaller journal, because, you know, the journal you'll see later on that we're doing is sort of, I think, 9 by 11, 9.25 by 11, give or take, something like that. And of course, I wouldn't remember that even though I just did it, because, you know, that was like not right now. 8.5 by 11 is what our covers are, and our pages are 8.25 by 10.5. So, you know, if you want to do a smaller journal or like the standard 5 by 7, these are 8.25 by 5.5. So you can do these on, you know, your standard page. You may have to just, you know, trim a little bit of the edging if you want to do it like in a standard, you know, journal with a signature with tea-dyed paper or whatever. So I will show you a few of these pages. There are 20 pages. It'll be linked in the freebie, in the freebies below. I will be putting a link for it, so make sure you pay attention and, you know, download this. There will be some other freebies coming along later, and we'll share more with that when we get to that area that we need those. So I just find it easier to separate it as we need it. And for me and for beginners, it's just easier that way sometimes. So I will show you a couple pages. There's the kangaroo rat, the branded wallaby. So they're small, you know, size pages. Some vary. The bandicoot, the platypus, hawk. So that's the size of the full-size page. This does almost have like a watercolor / linen type appearance to it. Let me pull it up so maybe you can see it a little bit better. So I mean, you know, there's some pretty pictures in there. A wombat, you know, the little bat, a magpie. I'm trying to pull this up so hopefully you guys can see that. The spotted tail native cat, the common gray possum, the bronze winged pigeon. So I mean, there is a ton, and like I said, there's 20 pages with the freebies. So make sure you download those, and we will get started making this journal for the month of February. You know, I'm grateful for each one of you that go along with me each month. You know, we just finished out January's. I'm excited to start February's. So I hope you're looking forward to it as much as I am. And we will again go step by step. We will show you every single step along the way. If you're going to do the same type of, you know, the ring bound journal that we are. If you're not, you know, feel free to, you know, take the ephemera ideas and, you know, the way we decorate the pages or whatever, and customize it to whatever type of journal you want to put it to. You know, that is totally up to you. So, again, we will be walking step by step through on how to do the journal, so hang on tight, and that part of the video will be coming up. So for our journal this month, we're doing something a little different. And I thought I would go ahead and sort of prep this and show you how I did this. Let me pull my cutter out. And I'll sort of show you. We'll walk through the beginning stages just because I want to have it set up. We're not actually going to start designing in it until February, but I wanted to get it set up. So I am going to cut my chipboard. Yes, we're starting straight off. I want my chipboard at 8.5 by 11. Sorry, that's so loud. I know. Okay. So, and I need 2 pieces at 8.5 by 11. If you do not have chipboard, cereal boxes, you know, the larger family sizes. And if you don't have 8.5 by 11, don't feel that you have to use an 8.5 by 11. Sorry. I will give you a measurement in just a second. Our base pages, the largest base page that we have, which is like this size. Let me double check the measurements again because I want to make sure. Are 8.25 by 5.5. So, you know, you can do 6 by 9. I would do, let's see, 5.5. I would do a little bit of extra room because I want to do some collaging in the background and that type of thing. So I would say at least do, you know, 9 or, well, at least 10 by maybe 7, you know, 8 by 10, 8.5 by 11, you know, that type of thing. And then for my pages, we're actually going to have 6 pages in this journal. Yes, I said 6, and you guys are going, what? We're doing 6. And I actually want these, I want these cut down to 8.25 by 10.5. And I'm using a lightweight chipboard. You could use just like a 110 cardstock if you want to. I just had a bunch of this and I was gonna use it while I had it. So again, 8.25. And these that I got are actually in 12 by 12 sheets. So 8.25 by 10.5. Yes. Gotta think about it here. And if they're not exact, that's fine. You do not have to do these exact. You can do them, and we'll have other stuff that we're adding. These were just the base pages that I wanted to do, and go ahead and get them done. So we have the base structure done. Because as you know, it takes some time to do these, and we will be adding additional pages and such to these. These will be our big base pages. We will be doing sort of our, at least mine, not yours. You can, you know, choose to do whatever you want. I am actually going to do mine in the Australian green and gold. So that's sort of going to be my theme. My background is, you know, that green and gold, which is fine with me because green is probably my favorite color. Okay, so those are the base pages. So, I mean, and like these that I have, oh, this is going to be perfect for like pockets that I can reuse. Belly bands. So I mean, I'm not really wasting any of this. If you happen to use lightweight chipboard, I know Silhouette sells a lightweight chipboard that is amazing. That's what this is, and you know, it does very, very well. And so I have all of that I can use, or back, you know, to back chipboard, that type of thing. Okay, then I'm going to cut my holes, and I want to make sure that my holes are cut in the same area, if that makes sense. So I'm just lining mine up. You know, you can, you know what, we can make a template real fast. Let's just see, let's measure this up. Okay. Because sometimes making a template's the best thing to do. So I'm just going to line this up and cut it off so I have it. And I'm only going to do 2 holes in each page. And into my binding. So let's see. I want to sort of line this up. I don't want it really, you don't want it too on the inside, even though I'm going to be, you know what, let me mark this. I'm only going to do it about 1/4 of an inch, and I'm going to reinforce my holes with grommets. So there we go. And again, I'm going to use this as my template. And I got yeah, that looks pretty good to me. And then I'll just color these holes in so I can mark them. Oops. And by making my template here, it makes it nice and easy and fast. Just pretty much lining it up and marking it. And then let me grab my pages over here. Then I know these are going to be in a little bit. I'm sort of measuring on here, estimating. Because I know that my covers are a little bit bigger, so then let's make this easier. I'll mark those. Let me cut them. And this is a lot easier when it's marked and I actually do the hole, because then I can pretty much just lining it up. And because I know my crocodile will cut cardstock, I can do a couple of these at a time, and it cuts down on the time it takes to do it. You just have to make sure you hold them tight so they don't slide. And you could do this with a handheld hole punch if, you know, that's what you wanted to do. If you have a, you know, if you have, that's all you have, be it, you know, any kind of, you know, a 1/4 inch punch or however you want to do it. And then I'm actually going to use grommets. If you don't have grommets, you can use hole reinforcers. Just something so If you use hole reinforcers, make sure you do both sides just to give it more support so there's more security. Okay, so there is that. Oh, I got this one to punch. Oh, I got my chipboard to punch. And let me finish my other one. So yeah, you know, this there we go. So let me get rid of all the little odds and ends pieces. And I know you guys probably don't want to sit here and watch me do this, and I'm only going to put grommets in one, and I'll sort of show you, and then I'll turn the camera off and I'll put them all in, and then I'll come back. So I am actually using gold grommets because, again, I want to follow that whole gold and green theme. Those are the colors of Australia. So that's what I wanted to do. And yes, I know a lot of people are probably going, why wouldn't she cover those pages first? And my pages, I will. And I will put my grommets in the last on my pages. But on my chipboard, I wanted to go ahead and put it in. And then I will gesso my pages and all that, because I'm going to cover each of my pages with gesso. So that's going to be, you know, the next step that we do. So we sort of build as we go. But I did want to put it on my covers, and you can gesso, let it wipe, and then wipe, and it will. But I wanted my covers grommeted. And all of my pages. And then my rings that I have, these are just book rings. You can find these at a lot of different places. Walmart has them. You can find them at the Dollar Tree. You get like 8 of them at the Dollar Tree. So, you know, a lot of people maybe haven't made a ring binder before. A ring journal binder, however you want to make it. What do I call it? So, this is pretty simple. And you're just going to slide your ring through your pages. And if you hold all your pages together, it makes it a little simpler. And your cover. And these are silver. You probably can't find these in gold. I didn't look for the gold. I just did the silver because I want to cover it with ribbon and such anyway. So it's not going to be showing through too much. And if it bothers me too much, I can always paint it. So, okay. I'll go through there again. And these bookends just, so, and I know this looks big, but we have other pages we're going to stick through here. We're going to stick in here too. So, you know, by the time we embellish and all that, you know, that gives us a nice, with these type rings, you know, we've got a nice inch or so spine that we can do, and you know, you can alligator mouth, of course, but so that is that, and we have all of our pages in there. So the basis of our journal, and it does move around some right now because obviously it's loose and it's just there. So there is the basis of our journal that we're going to be using, and again, we're going to be using the For the Love of Australia. I will be coffee dyeing, tea dyeing, coffee dyeing pages. I always do around 50 pages. That's just my standard. And then I just throw a variety of laces and, you know, that in there and do that. I am going to be coffee dyeing pages or tea dyeing pages. Some, you know, with the normal you know, tea-dyed brown. I'm going to be dyeing some of my laces and stuff, but I'm going to do that on film with green to, you know, add some green, and I'm going to be doing some gold. We're going to be gessoing with and texture pasting and sort of more some mixed media stuff. All of the mixed media stuff that I use, I will try to have DIY recipes linked to it because, you know, that's my thing. So I will try to do that, but we do have the basis of our binder journal together. We will have flips and pockets and tucks, and it'll be layered up. So, I mean, you guys will not know this by the time the end of the month comes around. We'll look back at this and be like, what? So, but this is the basis of, you know, what we're going to be doing. So I thought I would share, and I hope you guys have a great day, and we will be back again February 1st to update you on and get everything going and roll it out, and we will be having a blast. So we'll see you in February. I mean, we'll have other videos before then, but we'll see you back for the Love of Australia series February 1st. Until then, happy crafting, have a great time, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.